this fatherhood is nowhere near straightforward.
It's not straightforward at all.
All right, let me pose. I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, like, put yourself back to your first child's being born, right? You got your son in your hands. You're at the hospital. You got your son in your hands. You're standing there. You go back in time and you walk up to yourself. What are the 3 things that you would tell that first moment, that first day you got your child in your hands?
It's a great question. 3 things. First thing, release the anger. Because I was still angry when my son was born. That was 8 years ago. Mm-hmm. My first son was born. I was still in an angry type place. So I would have said to myself, be on the straight and narrow and drop the anger out. Secondly, it would have been, it's important for what a lot of men like me do is you might not be happy with the partner that you're with, but because you've got a kid, you're a good man, you just ride it out. I always said, look, you need to bounce in a dignified way. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Just let her know where it stands. You'll always be there for the kid. Mm-hmm. But you need to bounce. It's time to go. Yeah. Thirdly, do more research on if it does go pear-shaped, on how you can have a better approach at getting access to your child. If it goes through the court system. Because I had no idea. When she hit me with you ain't seeing your kids, and then I'm getting on molestation orders from her. It's like she had a battery in her back, or someone pumped her and been like, boom, alright, we know he's loving, we know he wants to see his kid, so hit him with a non-molestation order. They don't even need no evidence. I can almost hear the conversation now. Yeah. Hit him with that, then he's got to go to court just to try and,
squash that.
Just try and squash that. And then that's gonna take their time. And then when he finishes doing that, then you hit him with another one when that's about to finish. That's like what happened to me. It took me nearly a year trying to get that non-molestation order off me. With that court getting adjourned, when they need evidence. I had all the evidence, but they kept adjourning things trying for her to get evidence. She never come up with no evidence. It was all rubbish. She never finished her statement. So that being said, I would definitely say, going back to my old, don't just go off your genuine being. Like don't just try and just because you're a good person and you're naturally good-hearted, don't just go court and try and ride for yourself, because that's what I done. I went court, like people saying like, oh no, you need a solicitor. I was like, I don't need no solicitor. I'm running off love and loyalty, pureness. Come on. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how I'm living. So I don't need no solicitor to talk for me. I'll talk for myself. Went court. She's there giving it all the waterworks. He's this, he's that, he's blah 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 blah. They're looking at me, and them times I'm still angry, really, in my persona. So maybe there's sensing that this guy ain't fully. This guy is still, you can see he's a bit, you know what I mean? Yeah. He's a bit wild.
Not knowing that that's not directed in the whole environment.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. So, you know what I mean? That was always outside. I would never do that to, you know what I mean? Never. But yeah, that's how that went, really. So that's the few things I would say.
Okay. So that would be research what happens if you're ever in the situation where the mother of your child isn't letting you see your child. Yeah. Let go of the anger. Yeah. Or find a way to work through the anger, or confront it, or understand it. Deal with the anger in some way. Yeah. And what was the last one?
Learn to walk away.
Learn to walk away.
Learn to walk away from a relationship. And this is a message for any man out there that is stuck in a sort of situation where they feel like, because they've got a kid with them. Like these sort of conversations are like unspoken of. Yeah. It's only people like me and you, like when you're boys, we'll have these deep conversations because we know we're going through it. Yeah, but a lot of men don't really talk about this sort of thing. Yeah, they might have a child with someone, but they don't really want to be with that person. Yeah, and more often than not, yeah, that's gonna end up bad. Yeah, because then you start resenting that person over nothing.
Yeah.
Just the slightest thing that they do or say, you ain't feeling it. So, you know, choosing the right partner, doing your research into the right female, how she, you know, how she is with her mum, how she is with her dad, her respect level, you know, her values. These are beneficial things that we need to do as men.
Fact. I feel like
before actually having a child with someone.
I think that's powerful, because I'm sure we probably had this conversation. I seem to remember we had this conversation before, but I've always had, not always, to be fair, maybe looking at the way circumstances have worked out for people around me, like yourself, like other friends that we've got, where I've seen how the decisions that people make almost make a rod for their back. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when I decided to put down the Playboy thing, I'm not saying I was a super Playboy, but you know what I mean, that bachelor life. When I decided to put down the bachelor life, and I was like, all right, let me find the person that I'm gonna build with, and I'm gonna build a life with. I came up with a strategic plan of, like you said, finding the right person, because I come from a house which was just me and my mum, so I needed somebody who came from a house that understands the dynamic that I had no experience of. I also need to, like you said, find out their value system, find out what they want to do. Obviously they got to look like a spice and all of that good stuff as well, but there's a lot of plan before even meeting my wife now. Like, before I even met her, there was a plan of the information that I needed to find before I could give my all. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I feel like you said, that's a conversation that's not had by us as men.
Yeah.
That it takes more than a woman being nice to you, a woman looking good, a woman saying the right stuff. Like, you gotta look behind, and a lot of that comes with understanding yourself, because a lot of the time what happens is we think we know ourselves, but we don't really. We think we're tough, for example, but we don't know, like you said earlier, like that really you was missing that love, and you know that if you receive something that you feel is love, like, your defenses are gonna go completely down, and now you're just gonna be like the marshmallow man kind of vibe. It's just whatever in it, like, I'll just take whatever because this is what it is. Do you understand? So I think a lot of it is knowing yourself, and I think that comes through experience as well. But luckily for me, I feel like I learn from seeing other people's issues, seeing other people's the way the cookie crumbled for other people.
That's definitely.
Do you know what I mean? It was a blessing. It was a definite blessing. All right. Also as well, actually, I want to touch on the t-shirt you're wearing, the hat I'm wearing. Amazing name as well, Dignified.
I appreciate it.
Talk to me about that. What is Dignified London?
Dignified London is a brand that essentially I built in 2017. It was basically, I love fashion, right? I've always grown up in fashion, branding, all of that sort of stuff. But I've never really seen too much brands that have meaning. And I believe that if you wear something, you wear it with pride a lot of the time. So if you can wear someone's name, why not wear something that reminds you of your mental state? You know, being dignified is being respected, but also composing yourself in a dignified manner, in a respectful manner. That's what dignified is. So, you know, it wasn't designed for one one genre, you know, one type of person. It's designed for everyone. Whoever feels like they're dignified and knows what it means. If they don't know what it means, they can look into it. But you know, it might address their day. It might make them feel better. You know, it could change your perception. Just wearing the dignified, it could change your perception of how you react to a certain scenario. For instance, it could make the world a better place. You never know, and it's all from just reminding. You know, so
yeah.
that's
all right. What's the? How do people, if people wanna cop, let's like I say, the t-shirt you're wearing.
Yeah.
I know you got hats and stuff as well.
Yeah.
More stuff on the way.
Yeah.
How do people contact you? As far as that's
contact me, Instagram, DGN_London. Website's being built at the moment, so it will be available online soon.
All right. So if they want to contact you, DGN_London. But don't worry, it'll be in there. It will be in the description as well.
Yeah.
Final message. What do you want to say? I'm thinking, this is me. What do you like? If you could, well, this is your final message to me. Is what I'll suggest your final message would be. What would you say to if your sons were watching this that you haven't seen in how long? What would you say to them?
I would say, first of all, I love you, I miss you. Life works out in crazy ways. Yeah, sometimes we don't get what we want, but as long as we come to find out that, you know, there's actually people that really love us, and people that are willing to love, and like you said, forgiveness. I would never badmouth their mum to them. You know, I would never want to badmouth their mum, no matter what she's put me through. But all I want them to know is that I love them. I'll always be there for them through thick or thin. That's what I want them to know.
Powerful, my bro. Yeah. Powerful. And speaking as a son of a absentee father, that's all we want, my bro.
Yeah.
You see it?
1000%.
That's all we want. So yeah, love every time.
Always.
As I knew it was gonna be powerful, I knew it was gonna be authentic because that's who you are. Just to give man's roses while man's ear, it's like if I describe you to people, those words like the loyal, like the authentic, like real, all these words are the words that I use to describe you. You're somebody who...
Likewise.
Appreciate you, my bro. But you're definitely somebody who I have never, in the years that I've known you, I've never seen you talk out of the side of your mouth. I've never seen you move in a way that isn't understandable. I've never, or isn't authentically you, let me say that. And that is rare. So, like I say, true pleasure, true privilege to have you here. I'm more than appreciative. I'm more than grateful, and I'm thankful that you chose to share your story on this platform. And yeah, man, love every single time.
I'm also thankful as well for you having me, my brother. You're not just a friend, a great friend, you know what I mean, but you're like family. Love, and I appreciate everything you're doing also with, obviously, you know, it's not just about having interviews with people, it's about people sharing their experiences and putting that out into the universe. At the end of the day, you're creating a better place.
No, I appreciate you. That's the goal, man.
I'm proud of you,
That's the goal, my bro. And I thank you for even, for noticing.
Of course, man.
Appreciate you, my bro. And thanks for giving me too much information, my bro.
Yeah, man. Love,
appreciate you, man. Love.
Family.
Love. Big up.